Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius and Pisces. Message of Spirit, please. To excuse my son singing, I don't like to steal his happiness, I don't have much of it. Gemini, you've either come to the end of the road or found your bliss. There's some things happening in your love life, or your emotional life, home and family life. 10 months is mentioned. What's this about, Spirit? And there you are, being very negative. But you're moving forwards and you're leaving that behind. So there may have been health issues, problems with the hands, arms and shoulders, but not manifesting a positive result. So you're moving away from that now and going towards your bliss. Remember not to take the baggage of the past with you. There could be someone wearing a false mask pretending to be happy when they're not. Depression is a big factor. But remember that you manifest your future, so stop thinking as the glass is half empty and start thinking of it as half full. Be your genuine self and don't wear the masks. Could be addictions here, or a criminal, or someone you have suspicions about. But you're moving away from it. Yeah, somebody feels orphaned or abandoned, or there is a child involved somewhere, but changes have to take place and you have to move away from the struggles and the troubles to find your bliss. So leave it behind. You need to go out, let's have a day out, something like that. Ground yourself. Go into nature. You're being called to get grounded, to ensure that your luminous field is clear and your inner well is full. Because if your well is empty, you can't give to others. If you're not grounded, it's all too easy to get swept up in other people's energies and mistake it for your own. So it's not your monkeys, not your circus. Your boundaries will become blurred as you're absorbing the energies around you and struggling to define what's their stuff and what's yours. If you pull this card, you're very likely an empath or highly sensitive person and need time alone to fill up your well. Balance your energy and get grounded. There are two types of people, those who draw their energy from others and those who draw their energy from within. Reflect on which one you are and carve out time each day to ensure that you can replenish your well. Being sensitive is a superpower, but like all powers, it needs to be nurtured in order to be fulfilled. It is easy to get swept up in the high frequency energies that are swirling around the planet right now. The quickest and most effective way of clearing all of this from your field is to get yourself grounded by connecting with nature. There are many ways to get grounded. One of the most powerful ones is to practice earthing by connecting to the power of Mother Earth. Do some gardening, spend time in nature, put your hands on a tree. Your palms are extensions of your heart chakra, or walk barefoot on the earth. Do something to get grounded and connect with Mother Nature again. You're not alone, you're never alone. And you haven't been abandoned. You're just thinking negatively. Virgo, impatience. Some of you will be Leo, Virgo, Cuspers, because this came out in Leo as well. It's wanting to move before the timing is right. No longer waiting for your ships to come in. Releasing the need to wait for something. So what's this about? And there you are, the right way up. Let's see. Victory is yours. And Leo got exactly that. So you may be connected to a Leo. The only difference is this card. So there is a hollow victory here if you are impatient, because it will cause massive rows, and even though you are successful, you may regret it. So don't get into any arguments. Protect yourself, and if possible, walk away, because everyone will regret these arguments and no one will actually win. You may feel like you have, but in the end you won't. So don't try to push things too early, too soon. Everything happens in divine timing. Walk away and live to fight another day. Yeah, something you've created with someone else you're protecting. There may have been someone trying to threaten your creation. Could be children, could be something you've built with a partner, but protect it and don't try to do things alone. There are people that will work with you as a team, but don't be impatient for the end result, because even if you're successful, you won't profit in the end. The price will be too high. Yeah. You have to work in the fifth dimension now. Listen to spirit. Telepathy is important. You are connected to something or someone in a higher realm. 112. Internet, stuff like that. Things that go through the air. Things that cannot be seen are the Acacia. Acacia exists in the fifth dimension and the Library of Souls. All soul contracts, history, gifts, lessons and more exist here. Now, I'm not sure if Leo didn't have this one as well. We'll have to look back. We each have access to this information of the past, present and future and can tap into it at any time. While we have free will, there are also points on the timeline of our lives that are predestined and pre-planned. Soul contracts or agreements that were made before incarnating. It could be the company you choose to work for, relationships you plan to have, or a person you agreed to mentor or help. Whatever it is, know that it is divinely guided and will not bypass you. If you're waiting for a sign to proceed, this card is it. You are likely living out an important part of your soul's journey and you're exactly where you need to be. This is a very exciting time indeed. It is time to call in the support of your helpers, both in the physical realm and the spirit world, to trust the signs coming and to take note of your dreams, to notice any feelings or visions that you receive, for you are tapping into the wisdom of the Acacia and being given the go-ahead to proceed. So wait until you see the sign. You'll know it. The owl is your animal term, so look up that, and the leopard. So look and see what they mean, because there may be an extra message there, and the number 40. But look for the signs, animals, birds, insects, numbers on a clock, etc. And you will know the right timing, because success will be yours, but just don't take action yet. Wait until you feel the timing is right. Open yourself up to receive the wisdom of the acacia. Be ready to download any information from your souls, contracts, or records that is in your highest good, and say thank you. So connect with your dreams, your thoughts, and your inner knowing. Sagittarius. You're banging your head against a brick wall for long enough and you're ready to give up. You've had enough. And that's not like you. You feel wounded, tired. There is unconditional love of a water sign female. And there is a doctor, priest, or lawyer, perhaps a nurse. Someone's turned their back on a situation. Someone's cutting something or someone out of their life. Could be, excuse me, a woman scorned, a lonely, divorced or widowed female. She could be two parts of the same female. But there is unconditional love here for you. But don't take any advice from someone you wouldn't want to be, professional or otherwise. 2 women. So yeah, you're at a fork in the road. So you may have a choice to make between 2. This road leads to mind games, bad advice, and bitterness and divorce. This road leads to happiness and unconditional love. So the number 13 is transformations. Something has to end for something new to begin. There's a fork in the road. The alpaca, the owl, and the monkey. The monkey, I believe, is the year before the rooster, which would make it 1992 plus or minus 12, February to February. The alpaca, I've yet to find out what it means. The owl is, because it's cropped up a lot just lately, and not just in the cards. The owl is wisdom and the all angels. So I am going to see what the alpaca is. Yeah, I trust that little niggle. Somebody else said that today. The stone in your shoe. Number 52. You may have been born 1952. You may be aged 52. That niggling feeling, that annoying niggling feeling, that inconvenient annoying niggling feeling, try as you might, it's there and it ain't going anywhere. Most people spend years ignoring that niggling feeling, throwing their best dollop of stubbornness, ego and post-rationalisation to numb them out. And it's exhausting, which is where you are now. And until you face that niggle, life is going to throw more and more at you to draw your attention to the light within you that's bursting to come out. The niggle is an arrow pointing to what's standing in your way. It could be the relationship, the conversation, the decision, the shift that needs to be made, the stone in your shoe. Often we feel that niggling feeling in our body first. Many people think that intuition is something from a higher realm, but in fact it is the body that is the intuitive one, working through our senses to deliver vibrational information. It takes just a moment every day to scan your body to receive the intuitive intelligence and act on it quickly. You're being called to face that niggle now. If you don't face it, the universe will throw something much bigger and more obvious in your path, and then you will likely regret that you didn't answer that niggle in the first place. I know it's scary, but you are safe, so answer that niggle now. What is that feeling trying to tell you? Pisces, a disappointment. 5 months is mentioned. You played your part in this disappointment, so you're not to blame, but it's time to cross that proverbial bridge. So you've come to the bridge, it's time to cross it. Don't look back to the past, don't dwell on the upset, just go forward to your happiness. Yeah, there's manipulation, toxic situations, possibly a Capricorn mentioned, problems with the knees and bones, and the external public life. So worried about what other people think, keeping up with the Joneses, that sort of thing. Something you've been working on for a long time hasn't paid off, perhaps 3 years. The foundations weren't strong enough, and it's not worth putting the effort in anymore, and you know that. Number 15 is important, negative energy, and there is conflict and competition. Yeah, between two worlds, all you have to do is leave that toxic behind, pick up that back foot and walk into a brighter future. All it takes is the first step. You may think, oh, I've put so much work into this, I can't give up now, because people will think, oh, they're giving up, they're quitting. But it doesn't matter what other people think. You know if you've put enough effort into something and there's no more you can do, and it's time to take the first step into a new future. Number 3 is important, brings abundance and a new life. Yeah, this is it. So something doesn't fit anymore. Number 34. What in your life is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? We are all cyclic beings in a constant state of change, of evolution, of growth. Change is one of the only certainties in life, and when you resist your cyclic nature, you resist life and feel stuck. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be. There comes a time when it's harder to hold on to the facade than to embrace who we truly are, to surrender to how we have changed and align life to that way of being. If you pulled this card, you are being called to let go of who you once were and the things you once defined yourself by, the job, the relationship, the mask you wore, and to embrace who you truly are now, to courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full authenticity, to embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you have outgrown some relationship or circumstances, and it's time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so that you are congruent with who you truly are today. What in your life is not aligned or needs to change?